Hi. So let's start with question number H. Okay. So there is couple of more approaches also. You could use integrity or Dijkstra to solve, but we would be keeping the approach simple. We would be using DFS and BFS traversals to solve this question. So coming to the question. Now there is a thief called Valeru or a police called Marcel. You could consider whatever you want. So basically what we want to know is that is Valerio able to outrun Marcel? Now few things to be needed to be noticed. As you can see that there is n buildings, that is n node connected with n two-ways roads. So graph is bidirectional. First thing to be noted, and the second is that since there is n edges, so there must be one loop existing inside the graph, and the number of loop is equal to one only. Now coming to the solution part. Now if there are couple of cases which we need to consider. Now if there is only दोनों जो है सेम नोड से स्टार्ट करेंगे if both of them start from the same node, as you could see in example number 4, so the police would be able to catch the thief. Now second is possibility that there is some they start from different node, but both node are the parts of a loop, as is example 1 2 3. In that case the thief would be able to outrun the police as they would be running in the circle. Now second case would be the thief is not in the part of circle but need to come to the part in the loop portion so that he could out maneuver it. As you could see, we would be seeing the entry point of the thief. It's seen now entry point of the thief in this graph you could see is that one. From one he is able to enter the loop. उस लूप में आने का एंट्री पॉइंट बेसिकली मेरे को देखना है, तो जो कि यहाँ पे वन है. So we need to calculate the distance of node 1 from thief as well as police. Now if the distance of thief is smaller than the police, then he will be able to outmaneuver him, otherwise he not. Now let's move to the code part, which let you solve. Okay. Now as you could see, here it is, we are using zero based indexing, so we have decreased the value of a and b. Here it is simple adjoint matrix. If you are not able to, a simple graph concept, if you are not able to understand this, I would say just search for take the striver seat or anything follow, you will be able to get the concept of it. So basically we build the adjoint matrix. It's storing the edges of the graph. Now it's basically checking the base condition. If a is equal to b, then we could straightforward print out the node, and also if there is less a number of node is less than 3, basically means that it has no loop. You could also remove from here, as it's clearly mentioned in the question, n is greater than equal to 3. Now coming to the part of what is Joe doing? Now it is storing the value of nodes which the thief would be contacting first in the loop. बेसिकली कहने का मतलब ये है कि जैसे यहाँ पे 4 से है, जिस पॉइंट पे भी जो एंट्री किया ठीक, मतलब यहाँ से ये लूप स्टार्ट हुआ, तो जो 4 जिस पॉइंट पे जो एंट्री किया है जैसे 1, तो ये यहाँ पे इसका एंट्री पॉइंट 1 हो गया, तो ये जो वैल्यू इसमें स्टोर कर रहा होगा वो नोड जहाँ पे थी एंट्री कर रहा है वो लूप का. ठीक है. हाउ विल बी कैलकुलेट, वी विल एक्सप्लेन इट. नाउ सिंपल वन इज BFS traversal. Another, now VB is traversing from the thief point of view. Now thief, I will run you the code of DFS. Now basically first we approach the DFS. Now it's basically simply checking that there is a loop, whether there is exist a loop or not. This is, you could just if you have any trouble in understanding this portion, just go to the DFS cycle detection in bidirectional graph of Striver. In his video he has explained uh, he's explained very well. You would be basically understood what portion is that. We have just used DFS travel of this, and just add the additional line here. The moment they collided, that would be the entry point. Suppose Suppose, yeah, what I want to say, that suppose 4 travels from 1. Now what from 1 here it would be traveling 3. Now 3 to traveling 2. Now as it come to 2, it says that it counter that it is come in the loop. So the entry point of for the b is here 1. So that was I was saving in this. Now we get the entry point. Now we simply do the bfs search on node joe from both a and b, and if the distance is less, then he is would be caught, and if it's not, he would not be caught. He could just show the approach. It's an accepted solution. Or it's simple here, bfs travel. You could refer anything you want. Let me just explain. Basically, we are using q. Now if joe and starting index is both same, then the distance is 0. We could just send the distance is 0. Now we use the visited to avoid duplicacy. As you can see, I think this would be true.